Good morning and welcome to the Marijuana News Stock Report. We got a lot of reception yesterday about different hot picks and different people writing in, especially about Medbox, the manufacturer in California that makes the ATM vending machine-like machines that dispense safely and securely the marijuana to patients in almost any setting. In a really lax friendly state, they could almost be put out in the open like a pop machine, and in a more unfriendly state, they could be used behind counters and controlled by pharmacy operators. In California, they've even suggested using them in prisons and have closed on, or in the process of closing on a large contract with what is the proper term? Not a retirement home. A cared for community, a healthcare community with 140 branches across California. It was these types of things that drove this Medbox stock up from its IPO of $50 up to the $200 range and generated such incredible publicity. Now, there were several other stocks right around that same time that IPO'd and all took off through the ceiling and have fallen back off. These stocks were initially offered as recently as 1 and 2 months ago. So if you are used to being in the stock market and being always a little behind the curve, this may be your chance to get ahead of it. These stocks have fallen sharply and are poised for a rebound if you believe that the state legislators and society in America is going to continue the process of picking off the states one by one, which we're currently at 18, with 2 having complete open recreational usage and 5 or 6 more with it on the ballot scheduled for 2013. So, with no further ado, let's get to the stock ticker. First, we'll look at the California companies. TerraTech, which specializes in hydroponic grow technology, stock symbol TRTC, closed at 21 cents today with a 0 change. Medbox, the company that has received all the attention with the dispensary machines, symbol MDBX, closed at $29.50 today, 50 cents off. Medical Marijuana Incorporated, which sells back office computer products, oils, and extract products, closed at just over 30 cents. Hemp, Green, and NTTR, Nutria Corp, closed at 5 cents, 8 cents, and $2.18, respectively. MedSwipe, the identity card company, closed at just under 7 cents, and GrowLife, the hydroponic technology specialist, closed at 6 cents even. The European pharmaceutical, GW Pharma, symbol GWPRF, closed at 87 cents. And our Midwestern favorite, Cannabis Science out of Colorado, the specialist in extract technology, symbol CBIS, closed at just under 7 cents. Most of these stocks underwent wild fluctuations throughout the day. Within a penny or two, a wild fluctuation for a 7-cent stock doesn't leave much margin to trade on. So, you really have to be looking at the long-term picture of these. Now let's take one of them for example that we got a lot of response about. Medbox. They got a lot of media coverage with this incredible stratospheric rise out of the penny stocks. It holds U.S. and Canadian patents on their machine and has had to file lawsuits with some of their competitors over these facts to hold up their territory. They have offices in New York, Los Angeles, Connecticut, Arizona, Massachusetts, Toronto, Tokyo, and London. Approximately 17 employees, founded in 2008, opened in 2010, centered out of Los Angeles, California, and had that incredible IPO just 2 months ago. Currently have 140 machines installed and operated, and went public January 10th, 2013, with a $1 billion market capitalization. When the chief operating officer was interviewed on Financial News Network, he said that at the time, the capitalization had risen to $2 billion, and he said that he really wasn't sure what the correct price for his stock was. He said that he agreed that it might not be $2 billion at the time, but somewhere in the middle. So we're looking for that stock to make a nice rebound back there because of their strong business plan and deep roots that are already established. Next is one of my favorites, Cannabis Sciences. They deal primarily in the refining and manufacturing of THC oil, which they have manufactured in a secret facility in Eastern Europe. They had some financial and banking issues in the fourth quarter of last year, which didn't allow them to close some major deals. But those deals are set back on track to be closed in this first quarter, and it could be a great time to jump in on them while their market is considering them weak. And one of my favorites is MedSwipe. They deal in the issuance of medical identification cards for patients, which should be accepted nationally with different legislatures as they start to define the rules and regulations that are going to have to be in place for this process to occur. So these types of cards, distribution machines, all these companies have figured out that they have to stay out of the dirty business of actually producing the product. After analyzing their banking sheets, they appear to be barely breaking even, but you can't rule anybody out in this game. We have scheduled to be interviewed a corporate representative from MedBox and a corporate representative from Medical Sciences in future shows. So please stay tuned and check back daily. In light of these developments, there have even been equity firms pop up to pump cash infusions into these companies to keep them off the ground. A few examples of the three largest operating right now are ArcView Group out of San Francisco, headed by Troy Dayton, Cannabank, which is somehow loosely associated with Medical Marijuana Incorporated through investments, and they share a mailing address, and Privateer earnings. So, that's all pretty exciting stuff. With that, we'll end tonight's broadcast, and we'd like to say congratulations to the first dispensary in New Jersey to open, the Greenleaf Compassion Center. And don't forget, this year will be the first ever American Cannabis Cup held in Denver on April 20th. That's 420. We'll see you tomorrow from the Marijuana Nightly News Stock Report.